didn't order for your son," my sister said, handing him a breadbasket while her kids ate $100 steaks. Dad added, "You should have packed him something." I smiled and said, "Noted." My son Leo was 7 years old and the sweetest kid you'd ever meet. Quiet, polite, always saying please and thank you. He was also the only grandchild my parents seemed to forget existed. My sister Vanessa had 3 kids, twins who were 9 and a daughter who was 12. They got birthday parties at fancy venues, surprise trips to Disneyland, and college funds my parents started the day they were born. Leo got a card in the mail 2 weeks late with a $20 bill inside. Sometimes they spelled his name wrong. This year, my dad turned 60. Vanessa planned a big dinner at an upscale steakhouse downtown. She sent a group text saying it was family only. I asked if Leo was included. She responded with a thumbs up emoji. I should have known. We arrived at the restaurant 10 minutes early. Leo was wearing his best shirt, the blue one he picked out himself. He'd been excited all week because Grandpa told him there would be cake. The table was set for 9 people. Vanessa, her husband Craig, their 3 kids, my parents, and 2 empty seats. I sat down with Leo beside me. The waiter came around and handed out menus. I noticed Leo didn't get one. "Excuse me," I said. "Can we get another menu for my son?" Vanessa waved her hand. "He doesn't need one. We already ordered for the kids." I looked at her. "What did you order him?" She didn't look up from her phone. "We didn't order for your son. The kids' meals were for my 3. I assumed you'd handle Leo separately." I felt my face get hot. "You said this was a family dinner." "It is, but the reservation was made weeks ago." I gave them a head count. "You never confirmed Leo was coming. You sent a thumbs up when I asked." She shrugged. "I meant, I saw your message." Leo tugged on my sleeve. "Mom, it's okay. I'm not that hungry." My 7-year-old was already learning to make himself smaller so he wouldn't be a problem. The waiter came back with bread for the table. Vanessa grabbed the basket and placed it directly in front of Leo. "Here, he can have this while we eat." Her kids were pointing at the $100 Wagyu steaks and lobster tails. Her daughter asked for chocolate lava cake for dessert. Vanessa smiled and said, "Of course, sweetheart." I looked at my dad. "Really? You're okay with this?" Dad sighed like I was being difficult. "You should have packed him something if you knew he was a picky eater. We're not responsible for your lack of planning." Leo's face crumpled. He was trying so hard not to cry. My mom leaned over and whispered, "Don't make a scene. It's your father's birthday." I looked at Leo, then at the bread basket, then at my sister's kids laughing about desserts. I smiled. Noted. Everyone relaxed, thinking I'd given up. The waiter came back to take orders. Vanessa rattled off Wagyu steaks, lobster tails, 3 kids filet mignons, and 4 desserts. My parents ordered prime rib and wine. When the waiter turned to me, I stood up. "Actually, I'd like to make an announcement." The table went quiet. "Dad, you know that vacation you and Mom took to Hawaii last spring? The one you said you saved up for?" He frowned. "What about it?" "I paid for it. All $7,400. You called me crying about bills, and I transferred the money the next morning. You never mentioned it again." Mom's face went pale. "That was supposed to be private. So was the $3,000 I sent when your roof needed repairs, and the $1,500 for the twins' braces that Vanessa said she couldn't afford." Vanessa's head snapped up. "That's none of their business." "It wasn't. But you just handed my son a bread basket while your kids ordered $100 steaks on a dinner I'm probably expected to help pay for. So let's make it everyone's business." I turned to the waiter. "I'd like to close out my parents' tab. Whatever they've ordered, I'll cover it. But I'm taking my son somewhere he's actually welcome." Dad stood up. "Sit down. You're embarrassing yourself." "No, I'm embarrassing you. There's a difference." I took Leo's hand. "We're leaving, baby. I'll take you anywhere you want for dinner. Can we get pizza?" "We can get whatever you want." Vanessa scoffed. "You're really going to walk out on Dad's 60th birthday over a menu?" I turned back to her. "I'm walking out because my son just learned that his family thinks he's worth less than a bread basket. That's not a lesson I'm going to let him carry." I looked at my parents. I've spent 10 years filling in the gaps for this family, quietly, without asking for credit. And in return, my son gets treated like an afterthought. Mom's voice cracked. "We didn't mean it like that." "Then what did you mean?" I walked out with Leo. We drove to his favorite pizza place and sat in a booth by the window. He got pepperoni with extra cheese and a milkshake. Halfway through dinner, he looked at me. "Mom, why doesn't Grandpa like me?" I put down my slice. "Grandpa is confused about what matters, but I'm not. You're the best thing that ever happened to me, and anyone who can't see that doesn't deserve to be around you." He smiled. That was enough. My phone buzzed all night. 23 missed calls from Mom, 14 from Vanessa, a text from Dad that said, "You ruined my birthday." I blocked all 3 numbers before I went to sleep. 3 months later, I got a letter from my mom. She said they missed me. She said Vanessa's husband lost his job and they needed help with the mortgage. She asked if we could talk. I wrote back one line. Noted. I never sent another dollar.